Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. One of the key issues that Nigerians are talking about right now during this period of #EndSARS protests ongoing is actually police brutality. And this brutality has not even ended during this protest, as we have seen countless videos where Nigerians are brutalized. We saw yesterday was a really troubling one, seeing videos of young ladies. YouTube wouldn't allow us to bring all those videos. Now, videos of young ladies who were harassed yesterday, dragged into, I think, Area C police station in Surulere, and despite all effort to see how these people can regain freedom, as at least 8 and 9 o'clock yesterday, it proved abortive. And we have also seen different things happening, and the lawmakers are very much uncomfortable with all of these things, because as lawmakers, they know that one of the major responsibility they have is to ensure they protect the fundamental human right of their constituencies, and some of them, their constituencies, are involved in this protest. So right now, the lawmakers have decided that all those who have caused this harm must be dealt with, and not just been dealt with, but also they have made moves to ensure that families of protesters who unfortunately had died during this process of, protesting against EndSARS, they are compensated. And I feel that this is a good step in the right direction. Though right now, as I'm talking to you, the whole issue is invading virtually all the cities in Nigeria. It's hitting Akwa Ibom State. We've heard of Rivers State, despite the warning given by Wike. Cross River State is also involved. We've heard of Enugu. I'm going to bring you news on that. It's really interesting. Lagos State is still jam-packed. It's still happening in Abuja. Ogun, mention it. Virtually all the cities. I think the only people that we are yet to hear anything from them, it's actually the northern part. I'm still going to bring you a news on that, because the northerners are standing at the other side. We're going to be talking about all of these in a GB. But first of all, let's look at what the House of Representatives, the Speaker, had to say about compensations of families of killed protesters. All right, and the news having that the House of Representatives will be compensating the families of Nigerians who died while protesting against police brutality. Speaking of the Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajiabiamila, on Tuesday disclosed these at the commencement of plenary session. The ongoing protest has reportedly led to the death of several Nigerians. There are still ongoing protests across the country calling for an end to the dreaded Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS), which had been dissolved by the Inspector General of Police (IGP). Gbajiabiamila, in his address, stated that the House is committed to reform of the police. He added that as part of the process, the leadership of the House will meet with leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) and other civil society organizations. According to his word, he said, protests by our constituents on SARS and police brutality has been loud and clear. The government has listened. The IGP and the President have spoken. We will hopefully get the names of those who lost their lives, and during the budget defense, we will make adequate provision to compensate the families of those who have lost their lives. As part of our resolution last week that within 30 days we will commence reform of the police, the leadership of the House will meet with NBA and other civil society organizations. Meanwhile, Gbajiabiamila has also directed chairman of the committees to inform representatives of the executives not to come to the National Assembly with security operatives when coming for budget defense. He stated that no arms will be permitted at the National Assembly. Wow, it's a good step in the right direction, I tell you, because the way this thing is going, if the government doesn't ban right away, is going to trigger unthinkable things. And you know what's making it this hard is because Nigerians have gotten it to the neck point, and we've been pushed to the wall severally. Despite all the promises made thus far in respect to this issue of SARS, nothing has been done about it. Right now, the government needs to be with the people. I've heard a lot of news, you know, before now. I've heard that the issue is getting worse, especially for travelers, those who are coming from far distance. They can't even enter Lagos State, I tell you, because right now, these guys have gone as far as barricading Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And so it's causing a lot of commotion. Some persons had reported that before they could get to their individual homes in Lekki, as at that, I think Saturday or Sunday, when the protest was really heated up, that some of them said they saw the hold up around 3 until 10 o'clock. They were still hanging on the road. So just to show you that Nigerians have made up their minds to ensure that for once we get what we want. And I feel that at this point, presidency, at least President Muhammadu Buhari or even the vice president need to come out in the open and address this issue. One of the governors that I will say a big thumbs up to him thus far for what he has done is Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State. I think he's one of a kind. I tell you the whole truth. Though I've also heard from Anambra State governor that he has informed the commissioner of police not to disrupt the protest or to do anything nefarious. And for that reason, the commissioner of police had also informed his colleagues that they must exhibit all amount of professionalism in handling the protesters. But unfortunately, it's a different ball game for some of the police in Lagos State because they just don't care about what these people are trying to defend. I'm telling you. And that's why sometimes it's very needful for us to employ people who are graduate, people who have gotten adequate experience and their mindsets have really changed to be the ones who are in supervisory position of leadership. They have been tested, proven, and trusted that they can handle that position. Because you can imagine what happened yesterday in Surulere police station, and they think they call it Area C or so. That to a point that when they noticed that some of the ladies who were part of the protest were harassed and dragged into the police station, they sent, according to some of the information that we've gathered in social media, the likes of Sowore and the like of Singaling and other persons who are really standing strong during this period. I think some of the celebrities, they sent in lawyers to go to that area, see, and they were bounced out. They refused them to come in. Some persons, there were some other rumors that some of them are even in an underground cell. I don't know how true that is. All of that we saw in the social media, but I can't attest to that because it came from one of the people who were talking on social media. So you can imagine, we're talking about police brutality, and you are still treating these people as if they are animals, dragging people on the ground. We're talking about police brutality. And yesterday, say, if you see the way they were shooting, oh my God, it was really shocking, I tell you the truth. Police brutality is something Nigerians do not want again. There's a civil way of handling issues. Before you start treating people with no amount of professionalism, you must first of all look at the people you are treating. These people are coming out to exercise their right. Protest, we do not want this, we do not want, and you're dragging them on the ground as if they are common criminals who were found with guns on them, who were found with all manner of things on them. It's absolutely wrong, you know. These are some of the things we have to see how we can correct once and for all. And I feel that at this point, compensation of the people who had lost their life during this period is overly important. But I feel that the presidency need to step out and have one-on-one talk with these people. Let them understand the pains of, let them show them that they understand their pains. In the United States of America, I came to a time that the police had to kneel at a point for hashtag Black Lives Matter. They had to kneel for at least for once. Because, hey, if we continue like this, these are the people we are protecting, and these are the people we were taken out of. We have families. We're going to return back home. What's going to be our lives like? You understand? Let us not allow worsen the whole thing to a point that some criminals will, become part of the protesters, and they will use that time to inflict pains on the police. You understand? So most of all of these must be addressed. But thumbs up to the House of Representatives guys. They are doing very well. I will say that, because for them to think of creating or amending the budgets to engraft into it compensation for those who have lost their life is a good one in the right direction. Thumbs up to them, and we are hopeful that all of this very soon will be brought to a standstill. That's where I like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let's interact. What do you have to say about what is ongoing, the compensation plan, and also the continuous protests going on in other cities in Nigeria? Let's interact in our comment section. Please, no hate words. Don't use sarcastic words. Just go straight to the point and let us know your